So today I'm making a sausage cheese omelet for my wife. I got butter, sausage, egg, bell pepper, shredded cheese, and an onion. Alright, so I got my gloves, got my knife. Get these gloves on, get these chopped up. Alright, so now I got my gloves on. Let's get these bell peppers chopped up. Now, in this case, with these bell peppers, me chopping these bell peppers, on the last video I told y'all you just get the bell peppers, turn it around, and we cut that just in half, and that's it. But with this one here, we gonna turn it around, we gonna chop at least 3 times. But we need to be a little bit more smaller. So, 1, 2, 3. All right. Same thing for this one. 1, 2, 3. I need to give me a better knife. But this is the onion. Take the skin off the onion. Make our onion. Onion don't need to be big also, but I like onion, so my wife like onion. She don't like onion like I like onion, but and this gonna give it that nice smell because I mean don't know seasoning really gonna eat. But we don't anyway, we don't put salt pepper on egg. But cheese the cheese already got hot sodium anyway. Got salt. Just chop that up like so. So we got onion, we got our bell pepper. And let's cook this up. Alright, so now we're gonna put our bell pepper, the onion. Let that caramelize for a little bit. We got sausage, gonna put that in there. A little more sauce. Take these off now because I'm going to be using that glue. Get this. Make it all mixed in. Alright, so now we got this almost fully cooked. It's pretty much done, but go ahead and add just a little garlic. A little garlic powder. You ain't gotta do a whole lot. And that's pretty much it for it because this is done. So you see the bell pepper, the red, the yellow, and then you see the onion that's within there. Now, I'm gonna set this to the side. And this is what we're using to build our omelet. Alright, so since we're making 2 small omelets, I think we need them in the eggs, probably like 4 eggs. I want to say. Just get that in there. No eggshells drop. Just gonna mix it baby up. Once that's all mixed up, let's go to the omelets. All right, now, so your biggest thing with making these omelets is your butter. Make sure you get your butter. If you don't get your butter right, your omelet not gonna come out right. So, it is such thing as too much butter, but then again, you know what I mean? Make sure you got plenty of butter. Make sure your eye low, where you ain't gonna burn it as soon as it hit. Make sure you got your spatula ready to flip where you don't have to be looking for it. So once you get that down, I'm gonna show y'all how to build this omelet. And it don't take that long. Once you get this butter melted, it ain't gonna take that long to get it. Y'all see, I'm using butter. I don't want no slip-ups. If you got the spatula ready, get that butter all the way around. But these ain't gonna be no gigantic omelets. Your omelet's gonna be about the size of whatever pot that you're using. If you got a bigger pot than this, it's gonna be that big. And they get massive. I got my probably like a medium, and then by this being a big eye, I mean, and it's covering the whole pot. So it seems like it's cooking faster because the whole pot is on the eye. And then what you do, once that's ready, you get your omelet ready. Just pour it up in there to get that pot covered. So you don't want no thin omelet, but you don't want no thick egg omelet either. So put that on there. And you guys just gotta be patient and let that start to see how it's flat. And you see how it's moving around in the pot. That's what you want. You want it to be able to move the bottom of it. You want the bottom of it to be able to move and just slide with the pot. just let it cook. Just let it cook. Alright, now when you see yourself got all that yolk on top of it like that, you just move the egg around and transfer it to the bottom. And unstick your ends. You see how that's moving? That's what you want. Just move that egg. Let all the excess egg roll to the back. Get your ass out of there. Alright, that's what you want. See how that's moving? That's what you want. Just move that egg. Let all the excess egg roll to the back. And you put your cheese all in there. And your cheese can go on up to according to how much you like cheese. Now my wife, she likes cheese. I make sure I put a healthy amount on there because cheese will go in it, on top of the meat, on top of the omelets, gonna go pretty much every time you move this omelet, cheese will go somewhere. Then once you get that straight, then you get your meat and your onion, your bell pepper, and you just turn my eye down some because I smell it. I don't want to burn. And it don't take a lot. So now you're going to have a big fat omelet that's busting. When I say busting, I mean like busting the egg. And try to get it all the way to the edge. And once you do that, put more cheese on it. Put cheese on top of here. And put cheese over here. This is on your ends right here. Put the cheese on your ends so when you close this up, they can hold it down. Like I said, my wife like a lot of cheese. And once you get that, take your spatula, get it underneath there like so. Bring that to you, and you fold it over. Sorry. Try to start over. Bring that to you, and you fold that over. See, that's what I was talking about. I made it too fat. I put too much in there. That's what I was talking about. You put too much in there, you'll have a busting omelet. But for the most part, that's still good. Now I'm gonna make toast. And y'all, forget about that toaster. You wanna make some good toast, make it yourself in the pot. So let's go back to this butter. Get some butter. Put in that pot. Let's get this toast going. Let's get this toast going. Get that butter all over there. And basically, just say this butter toast. You just let that toast up. I'm gonna show you how to do this. While that's doing that, you get your stick of butter, pull that paper back like that. So this is what you're gonna be applying on that. Let that cook on one side, flip that baby over. This your toast. Each side get harder and get to toasting. So hold on, I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. Now y'all see how that toast coming out? You got your toast, you got your butter. So you getting that bite of toast and butter. You ain't just getting this crispy piece of bread. And then look, it's still kind of flimsy, so, and it's toasty. Look at that. And that's your toast. We're gonna make 2 of those. Alright, once we got that toast ready, just take that, just cut it in half. And that's your omelet. And it's done. I love my wife. I love to cook for my wife.